lovely Wednesday. My name is Bri, and today we are going to be doing some stenciling with the brand new JRV stencils I just loaded up to my site. Everything is preloaded to my site, upcycledbybri.com. I have dropped that down in the description box below, and if you are joining me in the live chat, I can definitely drop links there as well. So as you hop on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and we'll get started. Maybe. I'm pulling up comments here on my iPad. It's being funny. There we are. All right, looks like I've got a few people on. Hey friends. So I just ran over to the Giving Tree today. I had to get boxes for shipping, and I was like, I'll do some shopping while I'm there. And I found this adorable little box. It was only 50 cents. Cute. And this Christmas tree was $1, but it was 20% off. So I went ahead and grabbed a final Christmas tree. It needs some help, but we're gonna make it great. I'm gonna set it to the side first though, and we're gonna start with this box. Like I said, new stencils. So I just loaded 3 new stencils to my site. They are the JRV stencils. I have the new label shapes. And these are made to be used with the new, hello everybody. Hey, Charlie's on. He's Charlie from Charlie's thrift store I've been going to. The letter sheets go with these little label shapes, so they're totally fun. I just finished this over on a Facebook Live. I mean, it's not done, but done enough that y'all can see how cute. And then there are the advertising label minis. Y'all know I love my minis, so we're gonna work with these today, and I'm super stoked. If you can tell, I was dancing and squealing over on Facebook. Alright, just gonna pull the stickers off of this little box. This was over in the floral section, and I will end up painting the inside of it as well, but we're gonna start with the fun part and start with the outside on this live. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some DIY little black dress. Hey Jessica and Joni. Melissa's here. Did I say hi to you yet? And I've got one of my Klingon brushes. This is the R14. It's just a nice medium-sized round brush. Hey Teresa. So random live, I wasn't going to do this, but I was like, you know what? I just showed everybody on Facebook. Let's just hop on YouTube while I've got everything out and show all my friends. If y'all haven't used the DIY paint before, I think a lot of you have, but it's a clay-based paint. It's very pigmented, nice and thick as you can tell, so your coverage is great, and it sticks to just about everything. So not a lot of sanding or priming or prep necessary. I didn't even clean this one, we're just going for it. It'll stick fine, it wasn't even dirty. I don't even think it got used really. Just a little flower box probably. Maybe had a plant inside of it or something. Maybe not. The paint is also VOC free, all natural, only 9 ingredients. So if you've got kids or grandkids that you like to do crafts with, this is a great option. It's also water soluble, so water cleanup with your brushes. If you spill a little on the table, super simple to get up. You can usually even get little drips of it out of your clothing. Now, the black is tougher, but... Hey, Amber, I literally just started. You are not even late. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are painting up this little box here, and I'm going to be using some of the new JRV stencils. I'm going to heat gun this to dry up the paint a little bit faster. This is not a necessary step to help speed things up. And again, the inside, the bottom will get painted eventually. So I'm thinking on one side, I'll use one of the label shapes and we'll do the word pine, like for Christmas trees. And then on the other side, we'll use one of the minis, and that way you have a double-sided box you can use around Christmas time, and then it will transition well over into other seasons as well. So if y'all wouldn't mind doing me a favor and hit the little thumbs up button if you're excited about these stencils, I would appreciate it. Show YouTube that y'all love this kind of content. And send it out to a friend. Let's see how many people we can get on here at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday. Seriously, if somebody wants to share it into the Upcycled by Bri creative group, that would be fantastic. I forgot to share my Facebook Live over there. Woohoo! Brandy! She made it to the second night. A Christmas miracle. Okay, girlfriend, now that I have a lot, well, and not that I have a lot more time, but I'm going to be making a lot more time for content creation. I've closed down my booth officially as of the end of November. I had a booth here in Topeka. Now, it's just probably a temporary season, right? I'm closing it down for now, focusing on this online stuff, focusing on video content. And when I can hire some help and get somebody to help me with shipping and stuff, then maybe I can open up another little space. Or my own store, or who knows. But anyways, my point being, I should be on live and have a lot more edited videos up. And it's sad. I've had a lot of private messages and stuff like, oh my gosh, aren't you going to miss your booth and staging and everything? And yes, I will. The only reason I closed it is just for lack of time. I can't do it all. And I have to do what's most lucrative for business. And video is crazy right now. Oh, thank you, Brandy. She shared it. I appreciate you. Yahoo! Shelly has mailed out her Christmas cards. It is time to craft. What are you working on, Shelly? Jessica said there is an estate sale in town until Friday. Sweet, thank you. What side of town? Or like, what should I search for? Is it on Marketplace? I don't do many estate sales, and I want to start doing more. They're fun. Okay, I'm going to do 2 coats on 2 sides of this box first, and then we'll pull out the stencils. So 1 coat, left just a tiny bit of that pink peeking through, so I just hit it with another quick coat. Be careful if you're heat gunning this close to your hand. Be dangerous. In fact, I better be careful. Yesterday I slipped with my shipping knife utensil I was using. That wasn't an actual utility knife, and got myself, I scared myself pretty good, but fortunately it wasn't bad. I shipped for 10 hours yesterday, so by the end of it, I was a little tired. Whoa, Brandy, that sounds like a lot of work. She just asked if I ever considered doing a gallery and organize it by colors of the things I've painted. I finished part. Oof. Girlfriend, I can hardly. But I am actually investing in a MacBook here in the next couple of weeks. So that's super exciting. So doing things like that will be a lot easier. So I haven't considered it, but I can. It's going to be a lot easier for me to dig into my iCloud and stuff. So that would be fun. That way people can see examples. I like it. Okay, so label shapes. Let's start with this. And I'm thinking pine. I'm going to need one that can fit at least 4 letters. I kind of like this simple one. And then I have this metal trim. I almost burnt myself. I have this metal trim I really wanted to put on here. Do you think that would be too much if I did the trim on the top and pine? See, I just don't think, I don't think the letters and the trim go together. That's like kind of cutesy, and this is like very rustic. I'll save that for another project. I have a woods video I'm making for this week, and I'll make a box. I'll use that on a box. I'll tease you here with it. Isn't that gorgeous? I salvaged, whoops, that's the back. I salvaged that off of a table spool, like spool table thing today. Oh, Tracy said, thank you for sharing the rusted recipe. Tracy, you are very welcome. That went up on an edited video last night. I rusted out some jingle bells. If y'all haven't seen that video yet, go watch it. It was a fun video to make, and I am obsessed with these jingle bells. Obsessed. The other projects are good too. I know, everybody loves the trim. I'm sorry I'm teasing you. It's just, it doesn't go with what I'm doing right now. I just got excited and ripped it off the table before this live. Okay, so I got the label shape on. I put some tape on there just to hold it in place. And now I'm going to go on with, let's do white. Beadboard. This is the brush I used a minute ago. I'm just going to spray it with a little water here so my bristles aren't dry. Back-to-back lives. I'm going to need some more of this caffeine. Where'd it go? Don't mind me. I didn't talk to people all day, and now I haven't shut up for an hour. All right, so the key to a good stencil is a good brush. First of all, I've got my 1-inch JRV brush here. This is 1.5 inch. You do just a little tiny bit of paint, offload most of that paint onto a paper towel. You have a very, very dry brush. I'm going to go on here with a stippling motion, straight up and down, because I don't want to smear my white and black paint together. I just feel like this is a little bit safer than swirling. Not worried about full coverage on this first coat. That's when you start to get bleed under if you have too much paint. I'm going to take my stencil off and then dry it. Usually I would just let it dry on its own, but we're going to speed it up. Hey, Donna. Yeah, it's not the vibe I'm going for on this one, Brandy, but I will use it soon. I've got lots of it. I'll make some really fun projects. I know they sell like this kind of metal trim on Amazon, but this stuff is a little like older, I think. It's got great patina. I think it was outside for a while. And it's a little thicker than that decorative trim I usually find. Alright, and then we have the background for our label. Didn't quite get full coverage on this first coat, so I'm just going to put my stencil back on and hit a second coat. Make sure you do not heat gun with your stencil on, because you will melt it. Brandy said she's found the trim at the Dollar Tree too. I had not seen it there before. I'll have to keep my eye out. It's pretty. It's a little more like French country shabby than I usually do, the trim. But since that is all like rusted out, you know I'm in. Really pretty against the black paint, so I'm definitely going to have to use it soon now. Make sure I have good coverage along the edge so I have a nice crisp shape. All right, moment of truth. Ta-da! So So there is now the background. Hello, Melly. That's a fun name. I love that name. If anybody has questions about specific links or anything I'm using, let me know. Everything's up on my site. I even have the tote and the Christmas tree up. They're obviously unfinished pictures. Once I get everything done, I'll update those listings. The tree is $22.95. That includes the box as well. And then the tote is $20.95. And I was going to put, in the listing it says it's going to have floral. So I was going to put herbs on this, but junk was too much fun. So I'll throw some flowers in there anyway. Y'all can leave them in or take them out. Hey, Shelly from Alabama. Alright, so now that's dry. Now I'm going to go on with my letter sheets, and we're going to do the word pine. Now I've got 4 letters, so I'm going to start with the end letters, the P and the E, and then I'll fill in the I and the N. That's how I do it personally, especially on these when all my letters are on one sheet. It worked pretty good on the last one, on the junk box. And let's use, for funsies, let's use some marquee. No. Let's use, I want green. Let's use some Salty Kiss, because I wanted to put a few red berries on the tree. Don't want red letters though. Salty Kiss is a really good, like, classic green. Good Christmassy green. I've got my smallest brush now, the 3/8 inch. All of those are available in my brush collection. And if you've not used these stencils before, they are very thick. They're made to be used over and over again. So if you are a maker, a reseller, or you just really love to get your craft on, you can wash them and they will stay usable over and over again, very durable. Eek! So cute. I'm thinking I should have squeezed it a little bit more though, because the eye is so thin. We'll see. This will be a demo. And then if I need to paint over it and try again, I always can. It's a little hard to get the spacing perfect when the letters are on a sheet. Sometimes I get my letters too far apart, I think. But to each their own. Practice makes better. Teresa, this is Salty Kiss. Oh, can you see that? So I've got a lot of space in there for I and an N, but we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't use Salty Kiss a lot because it is such a bold green. I really like my muted aviary and gypsy green, and apothecary is nice and light, but yeah, Salty Kiss is a good color. Now I used the N on junk, so I'm just going to spray a little water on that and wipe it off with a paper towel so I don't end up bleeding my weathered wood into my Salty Kiss. And since DIY paint is water soluble, and I just, oops, sorry, blind you. Since I just did it, I could just take a little water and wipe that off. Another great thing about these stencils, if you clean them while you go, it's a lot easier. Yeah, so like my spacing sucks on this, but y'all will get the point. I'll probably repaint it off camera. Squeeze my letters together a little bit more and then I'll put final pictures up in community so you can see how I fix it. But you'll get the point. These letters are thin. So earlier on Facebook, I was saying like I don't think I could fit the word lavender on there, but honestly, as tiny as these letters are, I think you can get a pretty stinking big word. Like this is only 4 letters, and I've got so much space. It's still really cute though. But as you can see, like I think I should have just squished them in a little. So, label shapes work in conjunction with the letter sheets. Can you imagine like just setting out, say 4 or 5, whatever, 6 projects in front of you, get them all painted up, lay a different shape on each one of them, and you could just do a little assembly line of these crafts. They would make great gifts for the holidays, or again, if you're a maker, knock out a bunch of items for your booth. Or if you sell online, wherever. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Jamie and Zeb, you guys rock. I love my labels. So cute, so cute. All right. Now, we're going to flip this one to the opposite side, and we're going to try one of the minis. Y'all know I can't not try a mini today. We've got cold cream. I don't really want to do the cold cream. These are advertising label minis. I keep forgetting the names of everything. Artan's Defiance Safe and Lock Works. I like that one. And there's also the old Whitmore Cotton. Or there's Ironstone. Which one should I use? Amber said, need. I love them. Here, let me hold the picture up and actually like hold it in place for a second, maybe without blinding you guys. Oh, there we go. So there's 5 of them in this mini pack. The pictures are easy to see on the website. I think the Safe and Lock Works, I really like that one. Oh my gosh, and it looks like little screws on this one. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Ironstone doesn't quite fit. I don't want cold cream. And the cotton is just a little too big. But look at this little baby cotton. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. All right. Safe and Locks Works it is. We're going to go gray. I've got letterpress gray, which is a nice medium gray. I'm dancing my hair all over the place. I'm so excited. A nice medium gray in the DIY paint line. And we're going to go with a 1/2 inch stencil brush. I'm going to go ahead and tape this in place just because I'm so excited. I'm glad I hopped on. I'm going to have to stop and go get my kid, but as soon as I get back, I'm going to finish these. Love how I call her my kid when I'm slightly agitated at the fact that I have to stop to go get her. The kid. Let me close up all this paint real quick. Whoops, somebody's shopping. All right. Okay. Glad y'all love me. I get excited about the junk, man. So sometimes I do a swirling method that Melissa Morrow taught me. Today I'm just not feeling confident enough to swirl. I'm just gonna stipple today. Don't come at me, anybody. Brandy says she wishes she did more with stencils. Hers are always too juicy. You just have too much paint. Like, look, I'm taking all that paint off, girlfriend. And I get impatient, and I'm like, I want to get it all covered in one coat. That's my problem. Usually you need to do a couple of coats. Shelly had to pick up the kiddos. Yes, I know. This is a weird time to go live. I do have 27 people on. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. weird time to go live, but you know what? Someday in my dream world, when I have somebody, some help, I'm manifesting it, my perfect helper, I will have a consistent live schedule and upload schedule again. I promise someday. I'm not going to promise when. But for now, it's just get it in when you can, man. And that's okay. I got to be okay with that. I try to give a little notice, like, hey, I'll be live in a couple hours or tomorrow or whatever. It just didn't happen today. I ran errands for 3 hours straight before this. I went to UPS and USPS. I went to get a good coffee because I deserved it. And then I had to go to Walmart and the grocery store. And then I rewarded myself with a trip to the thrift store to get shipping boxes and do a little shopping, which is when I got this stuff. I had to find something to stencil. Breaking my back. Pull this up a little bit. Yeah, Brandy, I know the patience thing. Stenciling is hard for me because of patience. Now, I tell you what, the swirling method is a lot quicker. But it's easier to mess up, I think, if you're too juicy with your paint. So I feel more confident. But yeah, you're covered. It goes a lot quicker if you swirl. We'll see how it does. We'll compare the top half of my stippling to the bottom half of my swirling. Oh, all right, so that's what we're looking like so far. It's the moment of truth. Woo-hoo! Look at that crisp image. So, if you're not the most confident stenciler, these are very user-friendly. Or if you're not patient, dry this up a little bit. That DIY paint lightens up a lot as it dries. Those colors together are gold. But I am going to put it back in place and do a second coat so I get a really, really nice crisp image. I'm not planning on distressing these. I want them to look pretty crisp. We'll do a little wax though. Oh, let me show you. Upholstery tacks would look good in the screw holes. I thought so too. I wanted to use some tacks on that metal trim or whatever, but I don't think the wood is thick enough. They'll go through. We'll see. But I do have some. Maybe on a different piece that has a little bit thicker wood. Faux show. Or some real rusty screws too. That's a good idea. Okay, so I taped back in the exact same spot, and I'm just going to go over real quick a couple of the areas where I didn't get quite full coverage. We're going to swirl because it's quicker. I didn't mess it up. You're supposed to really not even push down when you swirl. That's where I mess up. I'm like, ugh. That whole light hand thing. I'm just kind of intense if y'all haven't noticed, so it's just how I work. One of these days I would like to have a co-live host here, so I'm not just talking to myself. Sometimes the darndest things just come out of my mouth to fill the airtime. I'll keep coming back though. Elaine is about to the age where she should be going live with me. I'm not going to force her. She had to make a diorama, is that what it's called? A diorama for school last night. And she did a really good job, but she was out here at my table getting her little craft on while I did some shipping. It was fun. Helped her a little bit, but it was like, I was like, let me. And she's like, oh, it's mine. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just want to craft. Brandy says this is why she loves me, because I have filter issues. You know, I am who I am. It's really funny. If you go back and watch like my please don't do it if you haven't, but if you go back and watch some of my very first videos, it's like, hi friends. Now I'm like, hey. The filter did not last long. Okay. So I just did a little second coat where my coverage was a little light. Keep seeing spots, so we're just going to hit all the letters real quick here. Time is it? Oh, 3:33. Got a few more minutes. Oh, this is so cute. Now, with the Christmas tree, like I said, it was marked $1. Christmas stuff was 20% off, so I got it for like 80 cents. It's got some candy stuck to it. I'm going to take all that off, and then a little tip for you. The candy is hot glued on, so I'll take my heat gun and just hit it ever so gently to loosen up that glue. Make sure I don't melt the tree, and that glue will just pop right off. Jessica said her kid also had to do a diorama on Southeast Native. Yes, same. The box turned out looking really cool. I believe she got a good grade. Awesome. Maybe our kiddos go to the same school. Sounds like it. You can PM me later if you want. We can chit chat. Wait, we don't do it on live. Oh my gosh. Okay, so cute. Let's get these sealed up. So on this side, I'm just going to use clear wax here. What do you do with it? And I was worried on my Facebook Live that I was going to smear it, but I did not. So I was glad. Sorry, here are my brushes. I cleaned up and I can't find anything. All right, just a little bit of clear wax here on my chip brush. I'm going to start over my word pine and get that sealed up first. And I'm actually even going to grab a second brush that already has some like dark paint and wax on it. I'm going to go for the black. This paint is so pigmented that you will get a little bit that comes off onto your brush, and I don't want to mix that black in with my white. But once this wax dries up, it's all cured and sealed, and that paint is not going anywhere. Hey, Pam from Ohio. How are ya? We're using some of the new JRV stencils today. And again, I've got everything linked down in the description box. If y'all need any specific links, let me know. And that side is all sealed. So cute. Now, as I wax over those letters, you see they're getting darker again. As that paint dries up, they will, it'll all lighten back up. So it looks right now like I'm bleeding all of that black paint into the gray. I'm not. It's just the paint changing colors a little now that it's wet again. But it will lighten back up. And again, I will put finished pictures in community and over on my social media once I get these completely done. Now we've got a cute little double-sided box. The Christmas tree will go inside after I get it all freshened up. And it'll come with the box, $22.95. And then when Christmas is over, you take your tree out, spin your box around, and you can organize your junk for the new year. Okay, does anybody have any questions before I hop off and go get my kiddo, and then I will come home, finish these up, and get all my final pictures. New JRV stencils, advertising label minis. the letter sheets, and the label shapes. 3 brand new stencils up on my website in the JRV stencil collection. They should be the first 3 listed down in the link below using the DIY paint and products, which are also up on my site. JRV brushes will be in the brush collection. If y'all have any questions watching the replay, leave them in the comments down below. I will come back and answer them for you. Oh, Teresa said it'd be a good tissue box. You are right. And I'll come back and answer questions later. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Go catch my edited video I did last night. If you haven't yet, give this one a thumbs up. If you like the new stencils, send it out to a friend who likes to craft, and I will see y'all later. Bye, friends.